Whether you own this truck and drive it, or just drive it, somebody's made a very wise investment in their future. This video is intended to help you take full advantage of the most exciting and productive Class 8 highway tractor on North American highways today. We hope that you will pay close attention, understand how each of the features and attributes of this fine vehicle will work to make your day more productive, more comfortable, and more enjoyable as you traverse our highways.
We'd like to take a few minutes and demonstrate some of the great features your new Freightliner Cascadia offers and give you some tips that will help you optimize your driving experience. Cascadia's cab has a convenient access door to the sleeper area. To load or unload through your access door, first open the appropriate cab entrance door and release the access door latch handle, and the door will gently pop open. To open the hood of your Cascadia, first release the hood latches located under the hood surface on either side of the vehicle. An opening assist spring helps you overcome the initial resistance of the hood. Now let's take a brief look at some pre-trip inspection conveniences. The procedures in this section are not intended to take the place of any inspections required by your fleet or local regulations. Cascadia's see-through containers allow easy visual inspection of most levels, including windshield wiper fluid, power steering fluid, the hydraulic master cylinder, and radiator surge tank. You'll need to pull the dipstick to check the oil level. Cascadia's removable side fairing panel makes checking battery connections quick and simple. Just flip the trim panel above the front driver's side chassis fairing down, pull the two yellow handles toward you, lift up slightly, and set the panel on the ground. To replace the panel, simply align the hooks with the chassis notches, lower the panel into place, and make sure the yellow handles snap into the locked position. Depending on your truck's application and specs, you'll find the cab power shutoff switch in one of 4 locations: above the battery box, in front of the battery box, at the rear of the cab on the outside of the chassis railing, or inside the cab next to the driver's seat. When you're ready to close the hood, a closing assist spring helps you overcome the initial resistance. An oil-dampened closing mechanism prevents the hood from slamming down, for example in conditions such as high winds. Once the hood is moved to the point where the weight takes over and pulls the hood shut, the spring takes effect, and it will take approximately 5 seconds for the hood to close. Do not try to force the hood down. You can attach and check the glad handles standing on the ground. Cascadia makes it convenient to maintain 3-point contact when entering and exiting the cab. Driver's side grab handles are located inside the right B-pillar, on the door mat pocket, and the door armrest. When it's practical, the steering wheel may also be used to maintain 3-point contact. Cascadia's seats are designed to help you get the most comfortable driving experience possible. Here's a look at the seat controls: fore aft adjustment, up-down adjustment, seat back adjustment, seat cushion angle and length adjustment, lumbar adjustment, adjustable shock tuning, and heat. Here's a step-by-step process to help you find a comfortable and ergonomically correct driving position. After initial adjustments, you may need to readjust some controls to fine-tune your preferred position. First, adjust the seat to a height that allows you to keep the soles of your feet flat on the floor. This will take the pressure off your thighs and help with blood circulation. Your final seat height will also be determined by your visibility requirements to your instrumentation and outside of the truck. You may have to readjust the seat height as needed. Then adjust the fore-aft seat position so you can completely depress the clutch if you have a vehicle with manual transmission, and also maintain your preferred legroom relative to the accelerator pedal and brake pedal. Your knee angle should be in the 95 to 135 degree range, depending on your personal preference. Then adjust the steering wheel to your preferred position, giving you comfortable hand and arm position, belly room, thigh room, and the visibility you desire of the instrument cluster in front of you. Press down on the column-mounted pedal and pull up or push down on the wheel while tilting the wheel toward or away from you. Your elbow angle should be between 80 and 170 degrees. Next, adjust the seat back angle to support your back and provide good visibility outside the truck. The angle should be between 5 and 15 degrees. Next, adjust the lumbar control to support your lower back by pressing the switch. The next step is to adjust the seat cushion length and orientation. The seat cushion length should be adjusted so that it does not hit your calves, but long enough for you to feel good support under your thighs. It can be lengthened up to 2 inches. The seat cushion's angle should also be adjusted to give you enough thigh support and firmness in the seat. The Level 1 seat has an adjustment in the rear only. The Level 2 and 3 seats have adjustments in both front and rear. Again, you may have to readjust and fine-tune as you go through these steps. If you have a Level 2 or 3 seat, you can also adjust the seat shock absorbers and swivel the seat for easier access in and out. Level 3 seats have heating, determined by pressing on the red switch at the front of the seat control panel. Cascadia's new wiper, high beam headlights, and flash controls are integrated into the turn signal. Wiper on-off and delay is determined by rotating the outer section of the control handle counterclockwise toward the windshield. Each detent, marked by lines of increasing length, increases the frequency of wiper action. Push the entire handle in toward the column to activate the wiper fluid spray. Pushing the handle forward away from you engages the high beam headlights. Pulling it towards you causes a momentary flashing of the high beams for signaling to pass. The turn signal has an optional automatic cancel feature. Cascadia also features new steering wheel push-button controls for cruise control, engine brake, flash to pass, and message center menu items. The upper left side button, labeled On-Off, toggles cruise control on and off. The far left button, labeled ACC RES, allows you to accelerate when cruise control is activated by holding the button down, or resume your preset speed when cruise control is on but not activated by pressing the button once. Pressing the button labeled DEC/SET allows you to decelerate when cruise control is activated by holding it down until the desired speed is reached. Pressing the button when cruise control is on but not activated will set the cruise speed at the vehicle's current speed. The fourth button on the left will disengage cruise control but does not turn the system off. On the right of the steering wheel, the 2 buttons marked with plus and minus move up and down in the message center menu structure. Refer to your driver's manual for specifics on these menus. The button labeled MRKR-INT allows you to blink the marker lights to signal for passing. And finally, the lower right button, labeled ENG-BRK, engages and disengages the engine brake at the level you've selected on the separate dash control. These new steering wheel and turn signal stalk controls will help you keep your hands on the wheel and your eyes on the road. The dash-mounted light switch operates just like an automobile switch. Turn the switch clockwise. The first detent will turn the marker lights on, and the second will turn the headlights on. To turn the fog lights on, pull the switch out toward you. You'll want to review your operator's manual carefully to fully understand the regeneration process associated with engines produced after January 1, 2007, but here's a brief overview. When manual regeneration is necessary, the vehicle must be parked and idling with the clutch released and the tractor park brake engaged. Simply flip the safety cover open and hold the regen switch in for 4 seconds. Some exceptions may apply depending on your engine's manufacturing specs, so again, be sure to read the operator's manual thoroughly on this topic. You need to be aware that any one of the following will interrupt the regeneration process: pressing the clutch in, turning the engine off, releasing the tractor parking brake, or beginning to drive. In the event you need to access fuses, the procedure is simple and requires only one tool. Simply open the glove box and remove the 4 T25 Torx head screws. Pull the glove box out of the compartment and remove the fuse panel cover. The Cascadia HVAC system is designed for maximum comfort and flexibility of control between the driver and sleeper areas. While driving, driver HVAC dials are the default environmental controls for the entire cab and sleeper. If the sleeper dials are adjusted, the system automatically disengages the driver's control over the sleeper area, and the driver and sleeper settings are maintained individually. The driver can take back control of both the driver and sleeper areas by pressing the bunk override button. While parked, the sleeper dials are the default environmental controls for the entire cab and sleeper. If the driver dials are adjusted, the system automatically disengages the sleeper's control of the driver area, and the driver and sleeper settings are maintained individually. Now let's take a look at Cascadia's automotive-style door lock, power mirror, and window controls. Electronic door locks and window controls on both the driver and passenger doors are standard. The driver's side door also has control of the pane mirrors. Spot mirrors require manual adjustment. To lock the door, press the front of the switch down, where you feel the dimple. To unlock, press the rear of the switch down, where you feel the bump. To open the window, press the switch down on the front, again with the dimple, and to close the window, press the switch down on the rear with the bump. The driver's side door also has control over the passenger side window. We hope this short video has been helpful, and again, we encourage you to read the operator's manual thoroughly. We're confident you're going to enjoy the driving experience in your new Cascadia.